Hi, today's video is we're going to talk about the number one thing you could do in your life outside of accepting your faith in Jesus Christ. The number one thing you could do to live a powerful life, to position you to leave a legacy that you're proud of. And it's so simple. Most people don't even see it. They never embrace it in their life. And it'll set them free to be everything that God's called them to be. Enjoy today's video. Hi, before we get into today's video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want to be notified of all my videos that come forward. I'm super excited to share. I got so much content that's not even funny that I like to share. But today's video is the number one thing a believer can do in their life that'll set them on their path to their destiny and live a life of no regrets. And not only that, give him more confidence to live this supernatural type of life that God is wanting you to live. And here's what it is. When I was, if you know my story, crazy, chaotic kind of upbringing. After, I remember my dad said I wasn't going to college when I was 18. By the grace of God, I accepted Christ when I was 23. But by the grace of God, by the age of 26, so 8 years later after my dad told me that, I used to work for the Chicago Bears, Arizona Diamondbacks, and finished grad school all by the age of 26. And I don't say that to impress you, but to impress upon you the power of 5-minute conversations. That's why I made this channel, 5-minute conversations, because now it's time to give back to those that could use the encouragement, just like those I've been the recipient of 5-minute conversations that's radically changed my life. Now it's time to be that person. And so one of the things that when my dad said that, there was a lot of fear of my future. It was all on my own. So a lot of times when people experience that, they become hyper driven, they don't want to waste their life. No one's going to help them out. And they get their sense of value through accomplishments. So it's very competitive. And so I remember there's Vance, you don't know these people, but Vance and Rick, we were learning to, to start running. I'm not a natural runner at all, and I'm not running now, but back then, I just started to learn running. Well, Vance and I were the same age. I don't know, 20, 28-ish at the time. And 27. Well, Rick was like 10 years older. So he was like 36, right? Or, I'm sorry, like 38. And he's never run either. So Vance was the track guy. So he was teaching us how to run long distance. And he was a great coach, great teacher. And but anyway, Rick would not stop. He was like, kept on going, and I had to take breaths. So it's really hard on myself, and I'm competitive. And I'm going to God, right? I'm probably, 6 years in the faith or something like that. I'm like, God, that's not right. He can run farther than me. I should be further along. See, I was very hard on myself. And the Lord spoke to me this. He goes, Chris, you've never accepted yourself. If you were here, you had to be here. If you were here, you had to be here. You couldn't enjoy the process of these accomplishments. And he goes, give the gift of acceptance. It's okay to be here. It's okay to go through this process. And you may think that's a joke or it's not really a lot of revelation. For me, it was. Because I never accepted myself. And I never accepted my personality. I've never accepted a lot of things in my life. And so, man, when you accept yourself, because Jesus and God accepts us, right? Then not only we accept ourselves, but now we can accept other people. So that's another thing, by the way. If you notice that critical people, they're criticizing you, they're not accepting you because they're not really accepting themselves. That's when you see critical people, they've never accepted themselves. They've never accepted how they look, maybe how life's going, their personality, whatever. And that's why they can't. If you don't give your gift of acceptance, you're not going to be able to give it to someone else. I'm sorry, you won't. That's why it's important to give the gift of acceptance. Once you accept yourself, you're more calm, you're more gracious, you're more peaceful. There's a flow to your life instead of being all uptight, rigid type of personality. And if you're watching this, there's no condemnation in those in Christ Jesus. You probably haven't accepted yourself. If God knows every hair in your head, no pun intended, right? And you're fearfully and wonderfully made, you better start accepting yourself. He intimately knows you, loves you, and he not only loves you, but he loves you very much. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit the bell icon to get more of my videos. Take care. We'll see you in the next video.